Can the Kansas City Chiefs really be down for long? That's the question echoing across Chiefs Kingdom right now, because whenever Patrick Mahomes slows down on the field, something fascinating seems to accelerate off it. And today, we're talking about a move that might not show up on a stat sheet, but could end up reshaping how athletes think about their futures for years to come. Let's set the stage. Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback who redefined the position, the face of a modern NFL dynasty, the man who delivered Super Bowl glory to Kansas City in the 2019, 2022, and 2023 seasons, on top of that historic 1969 championship that started it all for this franchise, is in unfamiliar territory. For the first time in what feels like forever, the Chiefs weren't battling deep into January. They weren't hosting another AFC championship game at the loudest stadium on the planet, Gayha Field at Arrowhead Stadium, where the decibel levels shake your bones and the tomahawk chop turns into a wall of sound. The 2025 season was strange, jarring, even. Mahomes played 14 games, the Chiefs went 6-8 in those appearances, and Chiefs fans had to recalibrate what Sundays felt like. Mahomes still threw for 22 touchdowns, still made plays that left defenders frozen and announcers searching for new adjectives, but the season came to a sudden, painful stop on December 14th against the division rival Los Angeles Chargers. Late in that game, the unthinkable happened. Mahomes went down, clutching his knee, and moments later, the diagnosis sent a chill through the NFL. A torn ACL. In Kansas City, football is more than a pastime. Its identity, its community, its legacy passed down from Len Dawson's steady leadership, through Derek Thomas terrorizing quarterbacks off the edge, to Tony Gonzalez redefining what a tight end could be. And now, Mahomes sits firmly in that lineage, already owning a resume that most Hall of Famers would envy. 6 Pro Bowls. Multiple league MVPs. 3 Super Bowl MVPs. And a style of play that turned backyard improvisation into an offensive system defenses still can't fully solve. So when Mahomes went down, the conversation immediately shifted. Not about playoff seedings or red zone efficiency, but about recovery. About timelines. About whether number 15 would be ready when the Chiefs kick off the 2026 season. Mahomes himself has been clear. Week 1 is the goal. And if there's one thing the league has learned, it's never bet against his determination. But here's where the story takes a turn, because while the rehab grind began, while the film sessions turned into physical therapy sessions, Mahomes made a decision that speaks volumes about who he is beyond the helmet. A decision that might quietly change the blueprint for modern athletes. While rehabbing, Mahomes became the first non-golf athlete in Adidas history to launch his own golf line. Let that sink in for a second. This isn't a late career cash grab. This isn't a logo slapped on a product and sent to market. This is a genuine collaboration, an extension of a partnership that's been in place since Mahomes entered the league back in 2017, and a move rooted in something real. His love for the game of golf. If you've followed Mahomes beyond Sundays, you've seen it. The celebrity tournaments. The relaxed smile on the fairway. Appearances at events like the Match and the American Century Championship. Long before this announcement, fans noticed him rocking Adidas golf gear, swinging clubs with the same smooth confidence he shows rolling out of the pocket. And according to people close to the project, this isn't about flooding shelves overnight. It's about starting small. Limited releases. Testing demand. Growing organically. Mahomes isn't just lending his name. He's helping shape the direction, offering input on design, on feel, on what an athlete actually wants when they step onto the course. One former NFL player turned analyst put it this way: what Pat's doing is smart. He's not pretending to be someone he's not. He's showing athletes you can be multidimensional and still be all in on football. And that's the key word here. Authenticity. In a league where quarterbacks are often compared purely by numbers, Mahomes already stands apart statistically. Even with a shortened 2025 season, his career passer rating, yards per attempt, and postseason efficiency still stack up favorably against legends of the game. Compare his early career playoff success to icons like Tom Brady or Peyton Manning, and you realize how unprecedented this run has been. But Mahomes has never been content to measure success in one dimension. This off-field move says something deeper. It tells younger athletes, not just in the NFL but across sports, that you don't have to wait until retirement to explore who you are beyond the game. You can build. You can create. You can experiment while still competing at the highest level. Adidas, for its part, seems to understand the shift. Instead of chasing massive, one-size-fits-all league deals, the brand is leaning into individual athletes with strong identities. Mahomes is the proof of concept. A superstar who resonates not just because he wins, but because people believe him. They trust that what he endorses reflects who he actually is. And make no mistake, this doesn't mean Mahomes is stepping away from football. Far from it. If anything, Chiefs insiders suggest the rehab has sharpened his focus. Andy Reid, the architect of this Chiefs dynasty, has often talked about Mahomes' mental edge, his ability to process defenses, manipulate safeties with his eyes, and extend plays without turning chaos into turnovers. That hasn't gone anywhere. When Mahomes returns, he'll step back into an offense that still revolves around creativity and adaptability. Travis Kelce, the future Hall of Fame tight end whose chemistry with Mahomes feels almost telepathic, remains a matchup nightmare over the middle. Isaiah Pacheco brings relentless energy to the run game. Chris Jones anchors a defense that thrives on pressure up front. And in the AFC West, where rivalries with the Raiders, Broncos, and Chargers are as fierce as ever, the Chiefs know no one is giving them a pass. Zoom out, and the timing of this move feels almost poetic. At a moment when the game forced Mahomes to pause, he used that pause to expand his impact. To think long-term. To build something that could last well beyond his playing days, without ever losing sight of what made him great in the first place. Fans around Kansas City have noticed. One longtime season ticket holder said, "That's our quarterback. Always thinking ahead. Always finding a way to win, even when he's not on the field." And that sentiment captures it perfectly. This is the same franchise that's weathered ups and downs, that waited decades between championships, that now finds itself in the middle of one of the greatest runs in NFL history under Andy Reid. 3 Super Bowls in 5 seasons. A culture of excellence. A fan base known as Chiefs Kingdom for a reason. So what does it all mean moving forward? For Mahomes, it adds another layer to a legacy that's already secure. For the Chiefs, it reinforces the belief that their leader is built for the long haul, mentally and physically. And for the rest of the league, it's a reminder that greatness isn't just about what happens between the lines. It's about how you use your platform when the game slows down, when adversity hits, and when opportunity knocks. As we look ahead to the 2026 season, the questions will come fast. How will Mahomes look in Week 1? Can the Chiefs reassert themselves as Super Bowl favorites in a loaded AFC? Will Arrowhead once again be the place visiting teams dread the most? History says don't count them out. Don't count him out. Because whether it's a no-look pass on 3rd and long, a perfectly timed strike in the red zone, or a bold move off the field that sets a new standard, Patrick Mahomes keeps finding ways to lead. And Chiefs Kingdom, you already know the drill. Buckle up. The next chapter is coming, and if history is any indication, it's going to be must-see football.